Hi there, so we're logged on as a customer in the Great British Food Hub. We can tell that this customer isn't yet a host or a producer by hovering over here. It's offering them the chance to create a hub, and here it's offering them the chance to join as a producer. If they'd already signed up as either of these, there'd be a lot more items in the drop down menu. So we're going to get them set up as a producer. We click join a producer. Brings up a pretty easy standard form to complete. So it's looking for a business name. We're going to call this Gillian's Cakes. When did your organisation begin? So it's just looking for a start date. This is a pretty standard calendar here. You can change the year, the month, get it to wherever you want. So I'm going to go right back to 2005 and say we started on the 1st of March. It wants a website address if you have one. All of this information will be displayed to your potential customers, so the more information you can put, the better. It's got a little checkbox to say that you process your own produce on site. Not everyone does. Some people buy in some of their produce, but most of you, I think, will probably tick this box. If you're a baker or a butcher, or if you've got a dairy, make cheese, even if you make non-food items like candles, then you would tick that box. Full-time number of staff, let's say it's just me. Size of your farm, if you're a farmer, you don't need to fill anything out if you're not. Then it's looking for your business postcode and address. It's automatically generating all of these details here because I've used them so many times on the site now. So that's your phone number, your postcode and your address details. There are then two boxes underneath for you to sell yourself to your potential customers. Tell them what you're all about, what you produce, where you source your ingredients from, anything you think will help to convince them to buy your products. Now if I was typing about my own products, I'd be able to happily type away just now, but we're talking about Gillian's Cakes and I'm not a baker, so I've got some text here just to copy and paste. Then it wants to know what my profession is. Just type in whatever you think your title is. I'm going to be a baker. It wants an image that sort of represents your business. So I've got an image here of a kitchen. Then below that, we've kept information that was in the original form. If you were ever a producer in the food assembly, you'll maybe recognise the details it's looking for. It wants your IBAN number, all your bank details, your VAT number, and then there are some buttons down here that allow you to upload a whole plethora of files, from your passport to your bank statement to your food hygiene rating. We need none of that. I'll say it again, we need none of it. The food assembly needed it for their payment provider. Their payment provider was MangoPay. It was a French payment provider, and France have some of the tightest money laundering rules around. So it was MangoPay who requested all of this information to verify that you were who you said you were. We're using a company called Stripe. It's a large American company right up there with PayPal. They can make all the checks necessary electronically. The rare occasion that I've heard them needing some further information from you, it's purely been a photograph of your driving licence and a photograph of yourself taken from your phone or even your laptop and just emailed over to them. It's really quick and easy to get approved by Stripe. And I'll show you their form in a second. So we filled in all the basic details, address, phone number, website, and a bit about ourselves. Miss out the bit about the bank details and the legal documents. And then down at the bottom, there's a declaration for you as a producer to agree to, as well as tick that you've agreed to the terms and conditions. By clicking here, it will take you to the terms and conditions page. So I'll leave that on screen for a second for you just to scan through what we ask you to declare to. I think it's all pretty self-explanatory. It's what you'd expect of any good food producer who wanted to offer good customer service. We want you to be as transparent as possible and as honest as possible. We want you to try your very best not to let our customers down. Get a good working agreement between yourselves, the hosts, other producers. Try and collaborate where possible. And be totally responsible for all of your environmental health regulations regarding your food, whether it's labelling, declaring allergens, the way you pack your products, if it's something that needs to be temperature controlled at the collection. That's your responsibility as the producer. If your host distributes on your behalf, it doesn't mean that they've then taken on responsibility for maintaining temperature. You have to provide your products in a way that is easy for the host to maintain all environmental health regulations on your behalf. So if you're happy with all of that, you click agree and save, and that is it done. The only delay will now be the speed of my broadband out here in the sticks. Right now I can see a little circle going round and round and round at the top. But in a second we'll be taken back to the home page, and a little green window will tell us that our account is under review. So bear with, BT broadband at its best here. There we go, top right hand corner, your request has been sent, we're reviewing it and it will be activated once reviewed. I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to go into my back office system and approve it and show you how this part of the menu then changes once you're approved. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm back from approving this producer. I don't think you can see my clock on the screen, but that took me all of 2 minutes to do. In the real world, the checks that I would want to make would be to phone the local council and make sure the producer was registered as a food business. It may well be a producer that I know personally, in which case approval might be a bit quicker as well. But pretty much checking with the local council would be my first port of call. If there were any problems with that, then I would get back in touch with you for some more information. So once you're approved, the menu bar under producer has several other items under it. So where it said join as a producer before, it now has my dashboard, hubs and products. Hubs is where the list of hubs are that you currently supply. At the moment this new producer hasn't connected with anyone, but they have got the facility to find hubs by clicking the link and then searching on the map. And then with the click of a button, just like with food assembly, they can request to join a hub. The hub then just has to approve or decline the request and they're up and running. Under products, it's quite similar again to the food assembly as well. It's split into two parts, one for your stock levels, where you can quickly update how many of each item you've got, and the other one is the catalogue, where you can add products and amend the descriptions. I'll show you how to do that in the next tutorial. I'm very keen to keep these tutorials as short as possible. I did one the other day and it lasted about 25 minutes. So the important thing just now is to see your dashboard. All the information that you just put into that form is available for you to view and amend here. It's all just split into little nuggets. So your profile, that's you personally, your business address details, delivery availability opens up a window where you can select what days of the week you're available to supply hubs. If you're available every day of the week, then I wouldn't bother changing it. Company information is just about your legal status, your VAT details and your tax reference number if you've entered it. Then there's the legal documents section. That was the bit at the bottom of the form where you could upload all the documents that the food assembly once asked for. You won't really need to use this unless we have any difficulties in proving you are who you say you are. I'm going to skip this one for just a second, go down to the bottom, and again there are two hub sections, one for hubs you're connected to. Again, it will show that you're not connected to any at the moment, but gives you the option to find them. And the other one is hubs that have requested you to join. So if any hubs have contacted you to say please select us and please supply us, then you would be able to approve or decline here. Again, there aren't any there at the moment because you've just registered. So back to your dashboard, and that one button that I missed was for Stripe, our payment provider. I think I mentioned before that they are fantastic at authorising and checking you are who you say you are. They give a really great service, their site's really easy to use, and this is how they connect with us. If you're already a Stripe Connect customer, or even just a Stripe customer, all you have to do here is sign in with your Stripe details to connect. If you haven't yet signed up with Stripe, then there's a little link here that you click. And you have another form to complete. Again, the speed is down to my broadband, not the website. The website is super fast. So to set up an account, it wants to know what country you're in. It wants a little description by you about what your business is, what you sell, who you sell to. We're talking about a few lines of text here. Then it wants your business website. Again, the more information you can put on this page, the better, because this is the information it uses to verify you are who you say you are. Type of business you are, you can choose sole trader, partnership, limited company. If you've got a company number, enter it here. If you've got a VAT number, enter it here. Your business address goes down here. It may well be the same as your home address. Then it wants details about you personally as the owner or proprietor, so your first and last name, your date of birth and your home address. Again, like I said, it may well be the same as your business address. Then your business name as it appears on your credit card or bank statements, your phone number, and then it wants your bank account details, your sort code and account number, and it just has a little bit of information here saying that it has to be able to accept these different currencies, and I'm pretty sure that most UK banks do. It does emphasise it needs to be a checking account, so a current account or business account is fine, but it won't accept a savings account. You enter your account number twice just to make sure you got it right, and then there's a direct debit request down at the bottom. Put in your email address, create a password, and click to authorise access to this account. It's as easy as that. So I haven't yet set up my account, so I haven't seen where it takes you to next. I'll no doubt do another video on that once I've got access to it. So just back to the website. And this is you back in your dashboard. So the dashboard is where you can manage everything, as it says, everything in one place. Your profile, what customers see and read about you. If you've made a spelling mistake, it's easy to come in and fix it. If you want to change your image, your picture, you can change it. If you want to only make yourself available Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it'll help you to not be found by any assemblies or hubs running on other days. If you ever need to upload your legal documents, you would put them here. You keep in touch with Stripe here and all your accounts and payments, and down at the bottom is where you're connected as a producer to different hubs and where you can ask other hubs for you to join them. So I'm going to stop just now and I'll do a separate recording on creating your first item, show you how easy that is. So that was in the space of 13 minutes with me doing a lot of talking. You've now set yourself up as a producer and filled in the form to connect with Stripe. So you're pretty much up and running apart from starting to create your items, which we'll do next. Thanks now, bye bye.